to another YouTube video. Today we will be doing my apartment tour, which I know we've already done. I know, you don't have to tell me. But since I last filmed it, I have changed quite a lot of stuff. That was a couple years ago. I'm not sure how long, 1-2 years ago. I'm not sure. Anyways, I have some new things and I promised a lot of you that I would do an updated version. So here we go. I'm going to talk about different stuff. So if you want to watch things that I don't talk about, they're probably in the other videos. So if you go back and watch that, I'm sure you'll see them, but I'm going to gloss over things that I have talked about before. So here we are at the entrance. Gargoyle's still the same. Bunch of museum posters behind me still the same. I got 4 of those or so. And we're going to head into the living room. All right, so here we go. We're walking into the living room. Forgive the hellishly bright light, but I have all of my lights turned on because, as you guys know, if you have watched any of my videos, I have a shit ton of lights and none of them do much of anything. So hat stand, same as before, with parasols, same as before, and canes. Although there's a few new canes in there. That brown one right there, that is Brody's brand new cane that I just got him. Gramophone with corset bust and top hat still the same. But you guys didn't get to see it working last time, so let me show you that real quick. And there you go.
For a wedding in May, see the people all stare at that lovable pair. She's a vision of joy, and he's the luckiest boy in his wedding array. Hear him smilingly say.
And bam, through the magic of editing, it is back together just like that. So that's the way it lives most of the time until I want to play music on it. This is new. Do you guys know what that is? This is my new fabulous folding table. Let me show you. Okay, so here it is set up. This is actually an antique mortuary cooling table from about 1880. And I recently got it really cheap so that I can use it to set up to put extra food and supplies on when I have parties and I don't have enough room. If you're more interested in this table, I am going to do a separate video showing you the details of this. Just not right this moment, so keep your eyes peeled. And bam, it's back folded up again. So that's where it lives when I'm not using it beside the gramophone there, just waiting for parties. Here's me filming in the mirror. Hi, same as last time. Mirror's the same as last time. Little sofa thing, same as last time. Art Deco lamp still there, although I did get these 2 cool lamp crystals for it recently. So that's new. This area, however, is completely different. I'm not sure if these chairs were here last time I filmed, but obviously we have the Tombstone Table, which I have a separate video on, which I got Brody for his birthday, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The Deer Skull Chandelier is new. Made it myself. Have a video on that if anybody wants to see it. This is all new, all here, set this up. So basically, all these bookshelves have moved. The oddity shelf is over there. It used to be behind me, and the bookshelf that's behind me used to be over here. So this all got rearranged to accommodate the tombstone. X-ray light, still the same. Captain Fabulous, still the same. Reading tub, full of comfy reading supplies, still the same. Curtains, meat hooks and everything on the wall, still the same. This cabinet is basically the same, except that it moved over from where it was. So it lives on this side now. So we're going back out of this area. Okay, so let's see here. So that's that area, my little reading nook area altogether. Looks basically like that. Okay, now this all got rearranged too. So oddity shelf, I said, moved from up there. Got a few new oddities on there. Okay, so here's my coffin, same as last time. Still living here as my coffee table. It's actually a casket, not a coffin, but I'm a bad person. I use those words interchangeably. And the lid comes off and it lights up. There's the plug. You can see the cord. Can you see the cord? Right there. That's where the cord goes in. Right there. We drilled a hole in it so that we could do that. Let me show you. And magic! Here it is with the lid off and it all lit up. And she's in there wearing her outfit. That's a lie. It's not hers. It's mine. It's mine. She's just borrowing it. Not giving her that outfit. I like this one. Anyways, I have a separate video on this in my Weird Stuff That I Own series coming up if you guys are interested in hearing more about my casket. New sofa. Ugly green sofa is gone. Brand new red sofa is here. I'm not gonna lie, the green sofa was comfier, but this one's a lot prettier and a lot smaller, so it gives me more room in my living room, which is great. So, oddity shelf. mostly still the same, but a few new things on there, which I will talk about. If you guys have been keeping up with the weird stuff that I own videos, I'm going to talk about a lot of this stuff in more detail, which is cool. Cemetery Mary's still there, although she has a new little friend. This is Mini Mary. Mini Mary lives beside her now. Gargoyles, they were here before, but they moved. This is new. This is my cabinet now where I'm keeping some of my oddities and taxidermy. I think it's supposed to be a china hutch, but like, screw that. Dead things are more interesting than china dishes. So the bottom is all just full of movies, and so is part of the top, obviously. Gonna open this door. Okay, so in here we have a couple of one-arm Bob's arms that he's given me and Brody over the years as gifts. We have taxidermy rats. We have piranhas, sharks. This is a cat skeleton, which I found at a drag queen pool party, which I will talk about again in the weird stuff that I own videos. Ooh, this is a cat heart in a jar that was given to me by a veterinary friend of mine. This is a slice of human brain in a jar for anyone who's interested in that. What else have we got here? More taxidermy rats. Our drinking horns, our Viking drinking horns. This is Lord Siegfried McTwopiece. Thank you very much, Edwina, for helping me name him. That's the greatest name ever. Corvus and Corax, who were given to me for my birthday by Brody. And this is Googly McFishfish. He's new. He's new. I found him recently very cheap at a secondhand store. And that's Bernard. Bernard used to live in the bookshelf. He lives here now. So there you go. That cabinet. All new. The light is not new. It just used to live on top of our ugly old shelf that was there, but we don't have that anymore. Yay! This stuff is still here, but it moved. We've got the prosthetic leg and the suitcases there. This is new since last time I filmed the apartment tour. I do have a separate video on this. This is a table that was made out of the rollout bed out of a back of a hearse. A friend gave it to me, sold his hearse, he took the bed out of it, and he gave it to us. So we made it into a table, and we set it on top of a, I think they call them church trucks. That's what they set the coffins on at funerals, and I put my CD player under there as well. And then TV, boring, who cares? Mirror, spine, heart, still there. Still there, but I do love them. They're very cool. Up here we have Boris. This is Boris. And a horn that was given to me by Richard, the King of Kensington. I just love it. Sir David Bowie, of course, with his package, which is possibly even bigger than ever. Actually, when I moved everything, you know what? I wanted to put him over here. He was supposed to stand right there, but funny story, his package was so big that it actually blocked off part of the TV like this, and you couldn't see the TV properly, so he had to move over here because his package was too big. I thought that was quite hilarious. So here we go. Ugly, ugly chairs still there, still the same. Love them so much. Moving over to this area. Gurney, still the same. Pretty sure it was in that spot exactly last time I filmed, because this bitch, my embalming table here, / dining room table, is terrible to move. It's so fucking heavy. So it's probably going to stay there forever. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. Wheels underneath. That's where we sit and eat, and I film a lot of videos. Mannequins still the same, although they probably had an outfit change since last time you saw them. She definitely has. She's wearing my birthday dress from last year. So she's just sitting over there in her closer mask and my birthday dress, looking fabulous. We're ready to have dinner with us. This is still the same, my boot and shoe cabinet, although there are a couple pairs of, well, not a couple, just one. My fabulous new rocks live in there, of course. And my David Bowie boots. And sparklies, cemetery shoes, all live in there when I'm not wearing them. Okay, let's move on. So let me film that area for you. So this is the eating / Gurney area, mostly unchanged since last time. This is my little buffet hutch thing, also mostly unchanged since last time, although I did move that lamp because we had to get rid of one of our end tables, so it moved over to here from last time. Okay, that's the living room, the most interesting part of the house. Should have ended with that, really. Oh well. Going down the hall, boot sprawl, still the same. Hallway, mostly still the same. So we have Tool, 9 Inch Nails posters, Edgar Allan Poe. This is actually metal, eh? It's actually a metal poster. It's really cool. A friend of mine gave that to me. Here we go. Masks, still the same. Brody's room, which I forgot to turn the fucking lights on. God damn it. There we go. Sorry about that. Brody's room. Posters, posters. It's sort of been invaded by unicorns. There seem to be some unicorns here and like unicorn lights up there. I don't know. He seems to like unicorns a lot lately for whatever reason. Computers and stuff, boring. But the house penis is still here. There's the house penis. And little weird taxidermy bird foots, more unicorns. I don't know. I don't know. This is where he keeps his boy stuff. But he's got his belts and stuff there. Jewelry. This is his closet here full of all of his black clothes. And on this side, more black clothes, all the clothes. And that's my sewing machine over there, my pink sewing machine, my pastel goth sewing machine, which you can see in the other video, should you care to. It's still there. And, oh, I forgot to tell you. So this is a picture that somebody drew of me. That's actually a pencil sketch, which I thought was super great. And also I wanted to tell you this picture, which you can't see. This picture of Vincent Price, right there, is also metal. That is also metal. That was a gift along with the Edgar Allan Poe picture, which is amazing. Okay. Into my room. So a few new things in my room. This is my new poster from when we went to see Vampire at the Silent Film Harmonic. This is my wall of posters, which is still kind of the same, but it's got some updated stuff. A few pictures that people drew of me up here, which I absolutely love. I love it when people send me art. It's gorgeous. More pictures that people drew of me. Cool posters. Yay, there's me. Vincent Price. This is when, that was actually signed by Vincent Price's daughter, Victoria Price, when we saw her in Toronto, which was totally amazing. There's a poster from the fashion show that I did. Drawing of Brody. Cool, right? Love it. So, turning around from that. The Holy Crapper, of course. Still mostly the same as last time, but I've got a few more things added in here to make it even more tacky. Lots of religious stuff. Lots of, I'm gonna turn off the light, see if you can see these. The glitter penis. The glitter penis lives up there with the Virgin Marys, because what better space for it? It's my Jesus clock. More Jesus stuff. There you go. There you go. A mini tour of the Holy Crapper. Oh yeah, and my bath mats. I have a Pope and a Last Supper bath mats there on the floor too. All right, going down the hall. Here's a picture that I really love and thought was cool. And my closet, mostly still the same as last time. Synthetic dreads live here. Boots. That's the boots, the hole for the boots that I'm wearing right now, actually. That's why there's an empty space there. Boots, suitcases. More stuff, purses, CD player. More clothes. All the black clothes. This is like tops over here. This is mostly like tops. And then this is sweaters, dresses, pants, jackets, and whatever else I have. It's so hard to find stuff when everything is basically the same color. And then I have, this is my belts. I think this is new since last time I filmed. I sort of organized my belts over here. I got 2 racks. We put them up, and then I hung all my belts on there to, they don't look organized, but they kind of are, I promise. Like, they kind of are. And then there's, like, vintage lunchbox purses and stuff. There you go. There you go. The terrible clusterfuck that is my closet. It's a walk-in closet, and it's full. And I have more clothes, believe it or not, that do not fit in there. They're everywhere. This is new since last time I filmed. I'm going to shut the door. Hang on, let me shut the door. Okay, shut the door. This is my antique Art Deco wardrobe, which I also have a separate video on, should you guys care. I don't know what it's called, Getting an Antique Wardrobe, I think. But I got this at a local antique market, and it is gorgeous. You can see this in better detail, like I said in the other video, but like, look at this. It's got little curtains in it. Keep all my peignoirs in there. It has the original key, so you can lock up your stuff if you want to. Like, look at the detail on this thing. It's wild. It's totally amazing. And it's super freaking tall. It's like basically almost at the ceiling. It's huge. So yes, antique wardrobe. My room has been rearranged because of the antique wardrobe. The mannequins have all moved. Lygia's living here now. Bed, my beautiful headboard and bed, still the same. Those lights are new. Those were given to me by my good friend, Miss Victoria Parks, who is a fabulous drag queen and has similar taste to me, actually. And she was moving and she gave me those lights and I just love them. These mannequins have all moved over here, and these two fell in love. You can see that they're holding hands. And these two, I'm pretty sure, are gossiping about it. They sure look like it anyways. So that's called Mannequins Row over there now. That's where they all live. This is still the same. All of my jewelry. There's like hair pieces. That's all hair pieces there hanging. And then this is all collars, and it's my Jungle Tribe bag, and jewelry and jewelry and jewelry and jewelry. And then this is not new, but it moved. This used to be in the living room. So this is my table for carrying ashes. So what it is the legs fold up underneath. There's two handles here, two handles on the back that are held by pallbearers. And there's actually a track. I don't know if you can see it there. There's a track in the middle, and it has two sliding things that come in and like hold onto an urn. So if you're carrying ashes to a hearse, that's how you do it with this table. And I just moved it from the living room into here to hold all my things. So we've got headpieces, feathered collars that I made. That's my perfume. Lots of sunglasses. This is my morning jewelry, which I promise I am going to do a video on at some point for you guys to see. That's all my morning jewelry. This is my bin of nose chains. These are all nose chains in here. This is a cool mask that I made with a prosthetic eyeball in it, which I thought was kind of cool. A couple of horned headpieces that I made. There's the one from my birthday dress over there. A couple hats, rhinestoned officer's hat there. And then this is a cool religious headpiece that I made as well a couple of years ago. So yeah, I think that's basically it, you guys. Hang on. All right, so here we are. That's it. I've come back to the living room to film the ending because I figured that's a little more interesting than filming it in my room. So you can see the living room in behind me, just sitting in my little reading area with the tombstone and one of my giant chairs. So that's it. That's my place. And, you know, I like it. I enjoy it. I spend a lot of time here, and I have a lot of people ask me, you know, what's your decorating scheme? How do you decorate like this? I'm like, honest to God, there's no decorating scheme. There's just like, it's just stuff that I like. That's the overall theme, is that it's stuff that I like. I put it in my space because I enjoy spending time here. Like, you know, if you can't come home from a stressful day at work and enjoy your space and be in a place that makes you happy, then, you know, something needs to be changed, in my opinion. So this is our stuff. We like it. We picked it up almost entirely secondhand. Like, most of this has come from thrift stores and flea markets, and most of it's been very inexpensive. There have been a few pieces that we've gone way out of our way for, like the embalming table over there. We drove to hell and gone and back to get that thing. It was in a scrapyard somewhere, and we saved it from being scrapped, which I thought was pretty cool. And obviously the tombstone here, which has its own video if you want to watch that. I'll tell you the story of how we got that. So yeah, I mean, here we are in my space. I hope you like it as much as I do. And obviously I know there's a lot of stuff in here. And I mean, if you saw anything in passing that like I didn't talk about and you want me to talk about it, let me know. I'd be happy to talk about it separately. You know, I am doing this series of videos called Weird Stuff That I Own. So I'm picking up little random things around here and talking about them because despite the fact that this is probably a 20-minute video, I glossed over a lot of stuff. Like, you saw how fast I went, and there's so much in here that I can't possibly talk about. The video would be hours long. So, you know, I'm going to try to address smaller things that you may have seen, but if you have something that you're particularly interested in, please let me know, and I'd be happy to talk about it. I'd be happy to answer questions that you have about anything in here, because most of this stuff has stories behind it, as I'm sure you have figured out, because it's so random and so weird. But, that's what makes us happy, so that's why we do it. So anyways, I hope you like my house as much as I do. And if you did, if you could give this video a thumbs up, that would be amazing. If you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be even more amazing. And then you can see more videos of all this weird random crap as I put them up. If you want to follow me on social media, you totally can. I'm under Madame_Absinthe on Instagram, which is mostly where I post my outfits, such as they are. If you want to follow me on Twitter, same thing, Madame_Absinthe, but that is mostly pictures of my face / sewing projects that I'm working on / you know, random things that happen to me. So that's more sort of like tidbits about my life if you want on Twitter. If you want to ring the bell, you can get notifications for when I post more YouTube videos, which might be, who knows, weird stuff that I own, sewing, cooking, could be anything. Could be anything. If you have a favorite type of video, you can let me know that too. And then maybe I'll try to do more of those. Because, you know, I mean, I just try to do what I like. But I mean, if other people like other stuff, then cool. So there you have it. My apartment. Yay. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, that's great. Stay tuned. And hopefully I will be able to film more YouTube videos for you shortly.